An unlikely encounter in a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and lush forests. There lived a dog named Max and a donkey named Jasper. Max was a lively border collie, his fur a beautiful mix of black and white, and his eyes full of intelligence and curiosity. Jasper, on the other hand, was a sturdy, grey donkey with gentle eyes and a calm demeanor. They belonged to different homes, but often crossed paths in the village. Max lived with the farmer, Mr. Thompson, who owned a vast farm where Max helped herd sheep and guard the property. Jasper belonged to Mrs. Jenkins, an elderly woman who used him to carry vegetables and goods to the market. Despite their different roles, Max and Jasper shared a silent understanding whenever they saw each other. It was as if they knew there was more to each other than met the eye. One crisp autumn morning, Max was herding sheep on the hills when he noticed Jasper struggling to pull a heavy cart laden with pumpkins. Mrs. Jenkins, frail and elderly, was doing her best to help, but it was clear she was having a hard time. Without hesitation, Max ran down the hill, barking to get their attention. Mrs. Jenkins looked up, surprised but grateful, as Max approached. He wagged his tail and barked, as if to say, "Let me help." Jasper, sensing Max's intention, brayed softly. Mrs. Jenkins smiled and nodded, understanding the dog's offer. She tied a rope from the cart to Max's harness. Together, Max and Jasper pulled the cart up the hill, their combined strength making the load much lighter. Chapter 2. A growing friendship. From that day forward, Max and Jasper formed a unique partnership. Whenever Mrs. Jenkins needed help, Max was there. The villagers often saw the duo working together, and their teamwork became a heartwarming sight. Max admired Jasper's strength and patience. He learned that there was more to life than just speed and agility. Jasper, in turn, appreciated Max's energy and quick thinking. They communicated through simple gestures and actions, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. One afternoon, while taking a break under a large oak tree, Max looked at Jasper and asked, "Jasper, have you ever wondered if there's more to life than what we do every day?" Jasper, chewing on some grass, looked thoughtful. "Sometimes, Max. I've always wanted to see beyond the hills. Maybe visit the mountains or the seaside. But with Mrs. Jenkins, I can't go far." Max nodded. "I've thought about that too. Maybe someday we can go on an adventure together. See the world beyond our village." Jasper's eyes lit up. "I'd like that, Max. I'd like that very much." Chapter 3. A call to adventure. With opportunity for their adventure came sooner than they expected. One evening, a severe storm hit the village. The wind howled, and rain poured down in torrents. The river near the village overflowed, causing a flood that threatened the homes and fields. Max and Jasper worked tirelessly to help the villagers. Max herded stray animals to safety while Jasper helped transport people and goods to higher ground. Despite their efforts, the damage was extensive. The village needed supplies and aid from the nearest town, which was several miles away through treacherous terrain. Mr. Thompson and Mrs. Jenkins, knowing the strength and courage of Max and Jasper, decided to send them on this critical mission. They loaded Jasper's cart with food, blankets, and medicines. Max was equipped with a map and a compass. "Be careful," Mrs. Jenkins said, hugging Jasper. "And come back safely." Mr. Thompson patted Max's head. "I know you can do it, boy. Take care of each other." With that, Max and Jasper set off into the stormy night, their hearts filled with determination and a sense of duty. The journey begins. The path to the town was fraught with challenges. The rain had turned the roads into muddy trails, and the river crossings were swollen and dangerous. But Max and Jasper pressed on, their bond of friendship giving them strength. At one point, they reached a particularly treacherous river crossing. The bridge had been washed away, and the current was strong. Max looked at Jasper, who nodded with resolve. "We'll have to swim across," Max said. "I'll go first and find the best path." "Stay close to me," Jasper brayed in agreement. Max jumped into the water, paddling strongly. Jasper followed, pulling the cart. The current tugged at them, but they pushed forward, focusing on the shore ahead. Halfway across, a log came hurtling down the river, threatening to knock Jasper off his feet. Max saw it coming and barked a warning. Jasper braced himself, but the impact was strong. Max swam back to Jasper, nudging and guiding him, their combined strength helping them reach the other side safely. Exhausted but relieved, they took a moment to rest. "That was close," Max panted. Jasper nodded, his breathing heavy. "We made it. Thanks to you." They continued their journey, encountering more obstacles, but overcoming each one with teamwork and perseverance. They climbed steep hills, navigated dense forests, and braved the elements, their friendship growing stronger with each challenge. Chapter 5: The Reward of Kindness. After days of arduous travel, they finally reached the town. The townspeople were amazed at the sight of a dog and a donkey, weary but determined, delivering the much-needed supplies. Max and Jasper were hailed as heroes, their story of bravery and friendship spreading through the town. The town's mayor, a kind-hearted woman named Alice, ensured they received rest and nourishment. "You two are truly remarkable," she said, patting Max and offering Jasper a carrot. "We'll send a convoy with more supplies to your village immediately." Max and Jasper rested for a day, enjoying the hospitality and warmth of the townspeople. They were treated to fresh food and comfortable beds. But even in their rest, their thoughts were with their village and the people who needed them. The next morning, they joined the convoy back to their village. The journey back was less treacherous, with the convoy's support making the travel easier. When they finally arrived, the villagers cheered and welcomed them with open arms. Mrs. Jenkins hugged Jasper, tears of joy in her eyes. "I knew you could do it," she whispered. Mr. Thompson patted Max proudly. "You did great, boy." Chapter 6: A New Beginning. Supplies helped the village recover from the flood, and the story of Max and Jasper's bravery became a legend. The village held a celebration in their honor, and they were awarded medals of bravery. But for Max and Jasper, the greatest reward was their friendship and the knowledge that they had made a difference. They continued to help the villagers, their bond inspiring others to work together and overcome challenges. One evening, as they rested under the oak tree, Max looked at Jasper and smiled. "We did it, Jasper. We saw beyond the hills and made a difference." Jasper nodded, his eyes filled with contentment. "And we did it together, Max. That's what matters most." Max wagged his tail. "Maybe one day, we'll go on another adventure. See the mountains or the seaside." Jasper brayed softly. "I'd like that, Max. I'd like that very much." And so, in their quiet village, Max and Jasper continued to live their lives, their friendship a beacon of hope and inspiration for all who knew their story. They proved that no matter how different you are, with courage, teamwork, and a little kindness, you can overcome any obstacle and make the world a better place.